Hello children, welcome to our science online session. In this session, we will continue chapter 10, reaching the age of adolescence. In the last session, we have discussed about different stages of life. Our different stages of life includes infancy. It is a stage, it includes from the time of birth till 2 years. So it includes 0 to 2 years. And next stage is childhood stage. This stage include the age from 3 years to 12 years. Then third stage, what we call that as adolescent stage. Here in adolescent stage where rapid growth takes place, this stage includes from the age of 13 years to 19 years. And next is adulthood stage. Here this stage includes from the age of 20 years to 40 years. And finally old age, that is above 40 years, what we call them as old age people, isn't it? Now then we have discussed about puberty. It is a stage or it is a period when sex hormones are produced in boy or girl so that they become sexually mature. That is, in boy, the reproductive organ is mature enough to produce male gametes, what we call it as sperms. And in girls, they are sexually mature to so that the female reproductive organ can able to produce female gametes, what we call that as ova or egg. And boys, they attain puberty at the age of 14 to 15 years. Girls, they attain puberty 1 or 2 years before boys. That is, they attain puberty at the age of 11 to 12 years. And what are the changes happened in teenagers? Increase in height, change in body shape can happen, change in voice, increased activity of sweat glands, development of sex organs, which leads to production of hormones, sex hormones that stimulates the male or female reproductive organs to produce gametes, male or female gametes. And they become mentally and emotionally mature. And so what is adolescence? It is a time period in life when the body leads to reproductive maturity and experiences some changes. It is called as adolescent period. And this period may vary from individual to individuals. The adolescence period, as it includes teenage, and therefore adolescents are often called as teenagers as well. And then what is puberty? Puberty is a time period in life when human beings or animals become capable of reproduction. The changes that occur in the body during adolescent age is an indication that individual is reaching puberty. It is, or we can tell adolescence is the onset of puberty, or it is a first step towards puberty. And in this session, we will be discussing our first change during adolescence, that is increase in height. There is sudden increase in height during puberty. Hormones, this happened due to hormone secretion. This hormone signal the body, it gives signal to the body so that it grow faster. In boys, the increase in height happen around 13 years, and in girls it happens at the age of 11 years. And the most peculiar change during puberty is a sudden increase in height. Now you all are at the age of 13 years, isn't it? You may feel also your height got increased suddenly. Why this happens? Because at this time, the long bones, that is, which is a long bones in our body, the bones of arms and legs, isn't it? So the long bones, that is bones of arms and legs, they get elongate and make a person tall. So if you see here the chart given, age in years and percentage of full height, that is boys and girls given. That is at the age of 8 years, boys attain 72% of their height and girls 77% of height. In the same way, if you go through the chart, you're at the age of now 13 years, isn't it? Now already you have attained 88% of your full height. Now only 12% of height is remaining to your height to be increased. Got children? So from this chart, we can calculate your full height in centimeter. That is, as we know that we don't grow throughout our life. Growth is a natural phenomenon which happen from the day of birth, isn't it? But growth, it doesn't happen throughout our life, isn't it? So first our height is already determined, that is due to our hereditary character from our parents. That is, our height is already decided. This much height only we will be reach, this much tall only we will be. So this is due to genetic character which we have had it from our parents. So if you want to calculate after your this puberty, till you may reach till which height, that is, first you have to take your present height in centimeter. Then if you see the chart, present suppose if your present height is 120 centimeter. Got children? So 120 centimeter, or you can have 140 centimeter. That is, here in example it is given, a boy is 9-year-old and his present height is 120 centimeter tall. So now for 9 years, already 75% of growth happened. So present height upon percentage of full height into 100, if you do, you get your full height in future. That is 120 upon 9 years, 75% of height already got. So 120 upon 75 into 100, get 160 centimeter tall. So that 9-year-old boy in future, his full height is 160 centimeter. The same way you can calculate for yourself. Suppose your present height is for a 140 centimeter and your now your age is 13, isn't it? So 13 years, your 88% of height is, if you're a boy, 88% of height is already reached, and for girls 95% of height is already reached. So for boys, 140 divided by 88 into 100. If you calculate whatever height you get, that is your height in future. The same way for girls, you calculate, suppose your height is now 140, 140 upon 95 into 100. The answer you get is your height. Only till that height you will be. After that, you will not grow, isn't it? And further, if you see the figures, that is the boy at the age of 11, they have reached 81% of his probable full height, as we have discussed earlier, while the girl has reached 88% of her full height. The same age, girls, they grow faster than boys. Got it? But these figures are just only a representative, and there may be individual variations. By using the same table, you can work out your height, you can work out how tall you're likely to be. And here children will be having one graph. Here we have to take the age of age on x-axis and percent growth on y-axis. Initially, as we have discussed earlier, girls grow faster than boys, but by about 18 years of age, here age we have taken in x-axis. If you see here, age we have taken in x-axis, 8, 9, 10 till 18 years it is taken, and y-axis we have taken percentage of full height, percentage it is taken. And if you see, initially girls grow faster than boys, but at the age of 18, you see both reach their maximum height. So till age of 18 only our maximum growth will be occur. The rate of growth in height varies in different individuals. And if you see here that square, if you see here index, square it represents boys and this triangle it represents girls. So here if you compare, girls always they grow faster than boys. But at the age of 18, the growth of both individuals, boys as well as girls, they reach maximum height. And some, if you see, may grow suddenly at puberty and then slow down, while others, they may grow gradually. The sudden increase in height may not happen to everybody. It varies from individual to individual. The height now, those your height is not increased suddenly. No need to worry about that. Got that? You can grow gradually. Your height will increase. So the same here. Though if you have become taller, and you may those whose height got increased suddenly, you may worry about your though you have become taller, your face looks much smaller compared to your body. So for this children, you no need to worry. All parts of the body do not grow at the same rate. Sometimes our arms and legs, or hands and feet of adolescents especially, they look oversized. That is out of proportion with their body. But soon other parts are also will grow up, and then you have a proportionate body after your this puberty, after your this adolescent. Got children? Because why are during adolescent the arms and legs they look oversized, because the growth get increased due to elongation of these bones. Got children? But but after that other parts also will grow gradually, and you can get your proportionate body. So you might have noticed height of individual is more or less similar to your family member, isn't it? If your parents are too tall, and you also will get almost around the same height. You may be little more taller than your parents or little shorter than your parents. It is around your height of your parents. This is because the height depends upon the genes what we inherited from our parents. It is, however, it is very important. We should eat right kind of food, especially during these growing years. Right kind of food, balanced, nutritious food. If you take, then only it helps to reach your height. Got that? So this helps. If you eat nutritious food, it helps the bones and muscles and other parts of the body to get adequate nourishment for growth. And about this nutritional needs, especially for this adolescence, we will be discussing later in the lesson. And so children, till now we have discussed about humans become capable of reproduction after puberty, and between the age of 11 years and 19 years, children are called as adolescents, or we can call them as teenagers. On the onset of puberty brings about the growth of reproductive organs, and children, they gain height during adolescence. That's all for this session. Thank you.